the hang of it right away. So here's what I would do if I were you. I would draw a line down somewhere in the middle there, okay? We need to find the biggest common factor between the two. What that means is, so me and Sam, we have some commonalities between the two of us. Yes, ma'am. Come on, Rodney. You was this one?
I bet that.
I can't do anything for him. I mean, he could try to get back in, yeah. Oh, let me look at it. I'll let him in. Yeah.
Come on, Rodney.
He said he got kicked out.
Wi-Fi is spotty in this friggin' school. That's probably why.
Hey, Rodney. Jail Wi-Fi's not the best, bro? Get on Canvas and get on assignment 1.
I miss you, Troy.
All right, so the greatest common factor. So, maybe me and Sam were talking, and Sam, what would you eat today? A tortilla. So me and Sam both like tortillas. We both like baseball. What else would we eat? Ramen noodles? Yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of things in common. However, where do we spend the most time? No, school. And in this group in particular, I don't spend the whole day with you, right? As much as I would love to, that would probably be weird. People are like, oh, Henning and Sam are always together. Okay, so this is between our class, this is our greatest common factor. There are many things that Sam and I have in common, but one is the biggest. Okay, so when you're looking at these, you're going to have lots of factors, okay, but only one is going to be the biggest one. Now, some of you guys, and I don't want to use the word smart because that's not a nice word. Some of you guys have stronger math skills. They're going to be able to look at it and see what's the biggest number that goes in between those. Okay, I can't. I know what's the biggest number that goes into 42 and 18, but some of you guys are going to need to do the little tree method. Okay. So, what are two numbers that multiply to give you 42? Well, we always start at 2. Okay, so 2 and 2 times what would give me 42?
26.
Is that right? You guys are going to need calculators.
21. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your calculator, this is what you can do. This is how you find factors. Get out your calculator right now. You're going to type in the number first, the big number. So you're going to say 42 divided by 2. Well, you typed in something wrong if you have a negative, but 21.
Oh, that is a negative 42.
You're just using the number, not the negative. Okay, now, all the numbers on the bottom of the tree should be a 2, 3, 5, or 7. Okay, those are prime numbers. So, this one is a 2, so I know it can't go any further, but the 21 is not one of those numbers. So, same thing, draw a little tree. So, type in 21 on your calculator, divided by 2.
7 and 3.
Yeah, but I want you to type it in. 10.5. So, if you get a fraction or decimal on your calculator, that means it does not work. Okay, so after 2, then you would check 3. If 3 doesn't work, check 4. If 4 doesn't work, check 5. Okay, so 3 and 7. Okay, so 3 and 7 are on this little number list. Okay, so these are the factors of 42. 2 times 3 times 7. If you were to type it on your calculator, 2 times 3 times 7, you're going to get 42. Okay, and we do the same thing with 18. You could draw your little tree. Does 2 go into 18?
Yes.
2 and what? 9. Okay, can 2 go any further?
No.
No, it's one of these prime numbers. What about 9?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
3 and 3. Okay, so you could write 18 as 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, if you type that into your calculator, 2 times 3 times 3 is going to give you 18. Okay, now, you have to look through here, and the only numbers that we can use for the greatest common factor have to be matches. So, see how I have a 2 here and a 2 here?
Yeah.
So, this matches this one. What else do I have matches? 3 and 3, and you cannot pick these 3s, okay? They have to be 1 on each side of the line. So 3 and 3. Okay, so our greatest common factor is going to be 2 times 3. Okay, you multiply the matches. So what is 2 times 3?
6.
6. Your GCF is 6. Now, that seems like a long, drawn-out way. If you know your times table is really good, I could have told you that it was 6. Okay, on some problems, you're going to be able to tell right away what's going on. Okay? And some of you might have to do the factor tree. Now, I know this factor tree seems long, drawn out. It might even seem stupid. There are ways to do it on the calculators that I have, and it'll just type it out for you. Okay? But you need to, they say, you need to know how to do the factor tree method. Okay? So, that's all we're looking for is the greatest common factor, 6. Okay, so look at 3. Okay, you could draw your little line down. Okay, what are some factors of 30?
2.
Does 2 work?
2 and 15.
2 and 15? Can 2 go any further?
No.
No, what about 15?
Yes.
Does 2 work?
No.
3.
Yeah.
3 and what?
5.
5. Okay, what about 12?
2 and 6.
2 and 6. And then it's going to be 2 and 3. What are going to be our matches?
2 and 3.
Definitely a set of 2s. Anything else?
3.
A set of 3s. So what is our greatest common factor going to be? 6. 2 times 3, which is 6.
That's all we do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's gonna be a.
Tomorrow is, we go a step further. And look, the problems look 100% the same. You gotta go a step further and pull them out of that parentheses and leave some stuff back in there. But that's just too much for one day.
She is thrilled about y'all doing this in Algebra 2. We just did the same thing.
It's a huge thing. We've been doing it for a month.
Yeah.
Okay, 5. Draw your little line down. Some factors of 45. Does 2 go into 45?
No.
No.
3.
Yes.
3 and what?
15.
3 and 15. Okay, what about 15?
3 and 5.
3 and 5. Okay, 27. Does 2 go into 27?
No.
What about 3?
3 and 9.
3 and 9. And then 9 would be 3 and 3. What can we do for matches?
2 groups of 3.
2 groups of 3. So we got 1 3 and another 3, and here's a 3 and here's a 3. So what's going to be your greatest common factor? 9. Huh? I already have one. Looks like I have a piece of paper folded in half. Can I scroll? Okay, 7. Draw your little line. 18. Does 2 go into 18?
Yeah.
2 and what?
9.
2 and 9. What about 9?
3.
3 and 3. Okay, 12.
2 and 6.
2 and 6.
3 and 2.
2 and 3. What can we use for matches?
2 and 2 and 3 and 3.
2 and 2. And a 3 and a 3. So our greatest common factor is going to be what?
6.
6. I told you I was working all weekend. No, I just did it at home. I came in yesterday for a minute. Okay, look at 9. This is one where I think that you could be able to look at it and see what's the greatest common factor.
2 and 21. 6.
7.
Can you pull a 7 on a 6?
No.
No. But can you pull a 6 out of a 42?
No.
Yeah, 6 times 7 is 42, so the greatest common factor is gonna be 6, okay? But I'm still gonna do, so some of you guys are gonna be able to like shorthand it. So 2 and what gives you 42? Huh? 21. 21? 3 and 7. What about 6?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, so what's gonna be our matches? 2 and 3 and a 2 and a 3, so what's your greatest common factor?
6.
6. Okay, look at 11. What's going to be your greatest common factor?
6.
6. Does 6 go into 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 divided by 6 is what?
6 divided by 6.
1. 6 divided by 6.
Oh.
What's 12 divided by 6?
2, 2.
What the hell are you doing?
2.
12 divided by 6.
You're saying divide, oh, it's 2.
2. So you know that 6 is going to go into both of them, okay? So some of these, that's why I was saying there's really not much work to do. However, if you can't see that, then you can still draw this out and say 2 and 6, 2 and 3. But I'm okay with this. If I can see it, then I know that you should be able to see it, okay? And so if you do not need a factor tree, don't worry about it, okay? Because you'd have a 2 times 3 and a 2 times 3, okay? So, which would give you 6 anyways. So, I don't need you to do the tree if you do not need to do the tree. If you're getting them all wrong and you need to do the tree, then I'm gonna make you do the dang tree. What's the biggest factor between 8 and 8?
8.
8. Does 8 go into 8?
4.
Trey, what's 8 divided by 8?
0.
1. Okay, so does 8 go into 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the biggest factor is going to be 8. That goes on the top one. It does. It should. Unless I put the locks on wrong. Alright, Trey, let's look at it. So, 2 and 4, 2 and 2. This one is going to be 2 and 4, 2 and 2. How many matches do I got? Come again?
You got 2 and 2, 2 and 2.
So you're saying only 2 matches? This one? And this one?
Make the freshman here, Trey.
Shut up. Trey, is there another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got another set of